That is North Korea in the distance, and much of the land that you can see behind me is the demilitarised zone, dividing the peninsula, which is still technically at war. Minor flare-ups are routine. This month, South Korean troops fired warning shots at soldiers from the north who briefly crossed into their territory. To guard against a potential full-scale invasion, the US and South Korea hold annual military exercises. This year's Ulchi Freedom Shield exercise involves US forces and about 18,000 South Korean troops. But no sooner were they underway than US President Donald Trump weighed in, posting online that the exercises are a waste of money and future ones would be scaled back out of consideration for his relationship with Kim Jong Un. North Korea has denounced the drills as a provocation, even as it test-fired another short-range missile last week and continues developing nuclear weapons and ballistic missiles in defiance of UN Security Council resolutions. Trump also posted that he'd asked South Korea's President Lee Jae-myung to join the US in the denuclearization of Iran, to which Lee allegedly replied, "No thanks." Just days before the drills, Lee also made his own outreach to Pyongyang, renewing his call for a permanent peace agreement to replace the 1953 ceasefire.
We must strive to achieve a state of peaceful coexistence that is stable and lacks any grounds for confrontation.
North Korea sent up to 15,000 soldiers to fight for Russia against Ukraine, reportedly in exchange for arms, energy and financial support. As a consequence, Pyongyang has hardened its stance towards the US and South Korea, revising its constitution this year to drop any mention of reunification and to define the South as a foreign enemy, making the prospect of any near-term peace agreement with Seoul or Washington highly unlikely. Jack Barton, Al Jazeera, near the demilitarised zone, South Korea.